Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's play a quick run. Hopefully it'll be quick and not one of those insanely long runs where I have to do everything meticulously in order to survive it. I will admit, I tried to play a little bit of Monster Train on my own just so that I could get some like off-stream recording done. It went terribly. I played like 3 runs and every run died on like the 2nd floor. I'm very bad at Monster Train. But also, I think one of those runs, it's like, I found only sweepers over and over and over again, and my units were just god-awful. It was terrible. Placebull says I should play some FTL Multiverse. The problem with Multiverse is that it might be fun to play some of that instead of Monster Train on streams, but it is also like a 3-hour-long run. I don't know if I have that energy. We are Umbra and Wormkin, Exile both, Gemtrove, Bounding Echoes, Immortal Trade, Seraph the Patient, Rally Incant. Well, we're not going to be able to purge his Incant, and this is one of the most dangerous Seraphs anyway, so, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we make it to him and then die. In fact, the Divinity might be easier than this guy. Melee weakness, Rally Incant is just god-awful, but we'll give it a go. We are Plink and Echo Break. Lots of damage, which I like from spells. Ooh, don't scroll, what are you doing to me? Champion gains 50% max HP, or remove buffs. We're gonna go for the buffs. Our champion has 3 HP. Our champion is not a tank. I'm also gonna look at this real quick. I like a lot of this. 1 morsel every turn keeps your gorge triggers going. Damage shield is really nice if you play your champion, who's Primordium. We could take the Primordium that puts a damage shield on allies and then stack up damage shield on 1 unit. That also stacks up a lot of health, I think, or is that number of gorges? No, I think it's health. Let me check. Yeah, Buffet 3, damage shield 4, 10 HP, and it adds 4 damage shield to whatever is gorging every turn. Which would be 6, which would be 18 damage shield. I gotta be honest though, 18 damage shield, this doesn't seem that appealing when damage is so much more important. I still think I'd rather go Primordium here. Primordium attack, but we don't even have that. We don't know if we're gonna have that option. But I really like getting a morsel every turn because if you are needing morsels, you can get morsels. It's a bit of a tough one. Ah, the OP character, says Brendan Toad. This one, I like Primordium. It's really hard to keep him alive though with 3 HP. So you know what? Give me the damage shield. There you go. And we don't even have the option for the damage shield Primordium, but we can take the damage Primordium. I'm glad I thought about that for a second, because what's been our problem with Primordium? Historically, it's keeping him alive. Well, now we don't have that problem. Enemy units enter with armor 10. I kind of hate it because it means that I'm gonna have an extremely hard time killing the enemies just using Echo Breaks and Plinks. But the fact that we get a unit draft out of this, if our pirate takes 20 damage, our pirate takes 20 damage. I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen, but I still think we want to do it like this. So I'm gonna put the damage shield on you because Primordium doesn't need it. I'm also going to stack up charged echoes wherever I can because we need it for the Echo Breaks. So even right here, I'm like, okay, we should probably Plink and then Echo Break, but let's see what we got going on, which is nothing really. I could play you and then have you die. You have a damage shield trigger. Oh, if you have a damage shield trigger, that means we can do this because you don't have the other trigger, which is Incant gain. So you're gonna hit the pyre for 3. I really don't care. You're also gonna probably hit the pyre for 3, but I might be able to put out a train sewer that'll block a shot. And if this is all the damage our pyre takes, I am extremely happy. Taking 25. Pyre's gonna take, I think, 11. Yeah. Again, I don't really mind too much. We gotta kill that unit in the back, though. We might not be able to. Oh, crap, I think we're dead. No, we're not dead. That lifesteal is gonna keep us in this. We're gonna take another 11 damage, though. That guy lived with like 2 HP. We just needed one more Echo Break, which we didn't draw. So we lost, we probably lost, I would say 16 HP because of the trial, but we're gonna get a unit out of it anyways. Making of a morsel, packed morsels, and timber assault. I actually like packed morsels more than making of a morsel because this one can give you lifesteal or damage shield. This one just gives you +6/+6. Echo Transfer, Echo Infusion, and Shelter. They're all fantastic. I would probably normally go Echo Infusion because of the fact that it's health, and we have damage on our champion as it gets gorged. But this one is infused itself, which makes it a lot easier to play. So I'm gonna go for the damage, even though I don't love that. I really like Keeper of Echoes. Inspire +1/+1 to all units, that's pretty nice. It's also infused. As for here, what would we be looking for? Multi-strike on the Keeper of Echoes is very good. We get a possible Gorge unit from Umbra, which I'm not that happy with. Wormkin I like. Get maybe a Wormkin unit, and we don't really need spell upgrades. Well, the Plinks do need to be better. But you know what? Because we have a possible unit upgrade, I think we go that. We're going to look for Quick and Multi-Strike to get the Keeper of Echoes scaling. And we can get money if we need to reroll. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't really want to make them gorge, so let's not worry about that. In fact, I don't even want any of these units. I don't want Alloyed Construct. Yeah, it's got Multi-Strike, but I can give Multi-Strike to the unit that scales, and it's going to get, you know, very powerful. Alloyed Construct, we got to keep it gorging, otherwise it's not going to do anything. I think this is actually a skip. Shadow Eater I think is trash, so we're going to skip the unit. We're going to buy Multi-Strike. And we cannot afford a reroll and something else if we take the Divine Boon, so let's not worry about it. I'm not going to give you more health. I'd prefer to give you another Multi-Strike or even a Quick, because you're going to scale when you start gorging the champion regardless, and you scale your health already. Spikes 3. 1 HP, 1 HP. This would have been even better as our first option, because the spikes would just do nothing. But we'll take it as our second option. So we want, this is beautiful. We want a morsel. Lifesteal morsels are so good though, but we're not gonna need it. Keeper of Echoes, Primordium. Don't play the Train Steward, play, you have 2 HP. We'll still play this. Get these guys out there to maybe do something in the future. They scale up to the top floor, who cares? Echo Transfer will give us, oh, substantial damage. Look at that. I love it. Because now every turn that this, you know what? We should probably go for Buffet 5 or Buffet 7 after this so that we can stack up the stats on Primordium so that it gets gorged. There you go, that's what we should be doing. Hey Mud, how's it going? The Mud Bud's here. Okay, well that's a lot of energy. You know, let's get a lot of energy next turn, I guess. There you go. And then you can take that one. We have a 100 times 2 unit on the top floor. That's pretty good. I would say that's acceptable. Yeah, I would say this is working beautifully. Nope, nope. Well, you're taking 62 damage on this floor alone. Oh my lord. Keep dying, we're gonna win the next run. I can feel it, says Mud. Oh, your Risk of Rain? You keep dying in Risk of Rain? It's understandable. It's a hard game. All right, well, that's an easy victory here. So I wanna, that's because of the gorging, but I wouldn't mind duplicating this unit in the future. Mine Collapse, Packed Morsels, Antumbra Assault. Mud says, I'm using modded characters. Ooh, interesting. Like with new abilities and everything. That seems like it would be fun to do in Risk of Rain. I might be interested in doing that at some point too. That sounds like a good time. I'm gonna take a Mine Collapse. Armor 2 per is not that good. I like Hosting Kin. Push enemies to the back so that we can hit the weaker units. Wormkin, Artifact, Magic, Upgrades, Umbra. I think I'm gonna go left. Give me an Artifact and we can upgrade spells later. We should probably upgrade spells now, but what would I be looking for? Upgrading the Plinks. It's not that effective. It's not that efficient. So let's go for the Artifact instead. Dazing units when they enter the Pyre Room is good, but I think extra draw tends to be pretty decent. And then let's go for a Wormkin unit, see what we get. Another Keeper of Echoes, okay. I mean, I can just duplicate the one that I already have, which would probably be better. Yeah. Shard Soul Carver is also very interesting. He's a bit more of a tank than his friend. I might just take nothing, go here to the Hellvent, and then just dupe a unit. Although we could go to a Merchant of Steel and try to upgrade it and then dupe it down here. Can we afford to wait? Can we afford to use one unit to kill everything on the next few combats? Probably. Probably. Well, what we would do is we would want to unit meld and then duplicate, so we could give it more capacity or more inspiration triggers. I think this is what we want. Yeah, I think it is. +5, +1, +1 on the same unit that we have. So it's gonna get very scaled. And then I think we just duplicate it. So we have 2 of them that will scale with multi-strike, and then maybe we can upgrade it with multi-strike on the next floor. Is there another? No, there's not a Divine Temple down there. So, although is there a Divine Temple here? There is. So the plan is meld here. Upgrade a unit here, try to get either quick or like another multi-strike. Duplicate it here. So we'll go right path, unit upgrades, probably left path for spell upgrades and an artifact, and then a right path here for the duplication. And then we can always duplicate it here if we want and get another Merchant of Magic. If for some reason we're able to, like if our units are performing well enough. I like it. So here's the question, do we want to meld now or meld later? If we meld now, maybe we can duplicate it just from the Concealed Cavern event. You know what? 40 pack shards is not that bad. So let's meld now. I gotta admit, Echo Transfer Intrinsic is pretty good so we can get more value out of our champion. And then if we upgrade the champion for health, now we have health and damage covered. I gotta admit, I kinda like it. This will set us to 50 pack shards. This, if we can make it holdover, is also a very nice upgrade. Because in theory, our damage is now, like, covered. 50 pack shards is a little much, but I think we're still okay to get through this. And then +3 on a random floor. Oh, it's so good! We'll have capacity on a random floor to put down morsels. But if it's the top floor in the Divinity fight, we're going to be screwed. So we just hope that it's not the top floor in Divinity fight, I guess. We could also go +1 capacity on each floor, take a capacity upgrade, and then the middle floor is going to have 6, so we can play Champion and then 2 Keepers of Echoes. Yeah, just give me the +1 on all floors. It's just it's a boss level upgrade, for sure. And let's go. Segus Jr. says, I was reminded recently Sulk Song was a thing. It should be coming within the next 10 months. I'll put it on my calendar. So to start with, what we want is everything on the top floor. And this is kind of what we're looking for perfectly. Keeper of Echoes, Primordium. You buff Primordium. Now it's got an absurd amount of damage being gorged every turn. And we don't need to upgrade our Primordium's damage. We can give it status effects to give it damage, shield transfer. We can give it health. We can give it more turns of buffing, anything we want. Anything that we can get, rather. So I think I will wipe you. Wipe. We should have done this in a different order. I'm actually going to plink. It did get the kill I wanted, and we also got the value of getting another morsel out. We don't need damage shield, don't even play it. Don't need this, don't play it. I mean, our Keeper of Echoes is going to be just absurd. And we have enough energy for a gem trove, which is nice. +4, you still have 2 damage shields. Well, if you have damage shield, take more health. Should have put you in the front. I can still put you in the front. Take more health. You're all gonna die when you move up. I guess you just end turn. As soon as our Primordium goes away, we'll have more capacity for morsels anyways. Damage shield. I gotta remember to use that damage shield card because it is important. Might as well just hit you, I guess. Our champion is now, or it's not our champion, our big unit is now a 250. I'd rather lose the damage shields from you. So go ahead. And the inspiration trigger is giving us a lot of health as well. Health is going to be a problem, and it's always going to be a problem on runs in which you don't have heal cards, but if we can get lifesteal being gorged, then we can keep our health up on units, or even if we can just give them damage shield from like a gem trove or something. Yo, the morsel is getting stronger. I didn't even think about that. The morsel is getting stronger every turn. I should have put you at the front, that was dumb. 113 times 2, 73. Oh, and my echo transfer came back, beautiful. Now, this unit can't do everything because we needed to have return eaten units. It works with your champion. It works with your champion. We could also give him another stack of multi-strike, but why not go Wretch so you can replay your champion? Real freaking good. Now, I made a mistake, and the mistake was melding the Keeper of Echoes, because this is better. It's +6/+6 instead of +1/+1 per incant. It's not incant, but you get the idea. Morsel Maker would have been a way better fusion. 100%. 100 million%. Man, I really wish I did not do the melding. I wanted to just get the Keeper of Echoes out of there early, but yeah, it would have been way better for this. Morsel Maker ain't better because it doesn't buff the Primordium, which in turn gets eaten. Oh! 68 with the knowledge drop. You're actually right. Well, no, you're actually wrong. You're incorrect. You did make me think about something I didn't think of before, though. Every time we inspire on the Keeper of Floor's turn or floor, it'll buff Primordium, who will then buff the Keeper of Echoes with the extra +1/+1 per inspire trigger. Now, unit melding, the Keeper of Echoes that is inside of this Keeper of Echoes will not buff other units, it only buffs the current unit. So we have to play 6 inspirations per floor to equal the buff of the Morsel Maker. So I still think the Morsel Maker would have been better, but you do raise a very good point, which is the inspiration is affecting Primordium. Very interesting. When played, gain 10/10 and 1 per. Kinhost is interesting because it's just a unit, but I don't really want a unit. I want this unit. Being able to replay Primordium, though, is still, like, very good. I think we skip. I think we 100% skip because I'm going to try to dupe units in the future. I think here I'm going to go for card draw. We're going to go for capacity before the end game, so we have a good middle floor. But for now, I just want to upgrade this Keeper of Echoes, and then we'll dupe it here. We'll go spell upgrades after this upcoming combat. Pack shards is a little high, but that's okay. And I mean, this is pretty good. It's another multi-strike. Our health is gonna be a little rough, but we can maybe keep our units alive with other, well, like with the inspiration triggers and with lifesteal and damage shield and stuff like that. So I think we just want to straight up go for a multi-strike and hope for the best. I accidentally clicked that, although I would have actually loved to have quick. That was just literally a misclick. I don't know what I was clicking on, but I clicked incorrectly. So we want to thin out the deck, we want to freeze Wretch, and then we want to play Wretch. Yeah, get out of here. We want to play Wretch when we lose our champion so that they can come back. And I got to admit, I think you want buffet 5 because every turn this unit is going to be eaten longer and longer and longer and longer, and they're going to get the health bonus longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. Morsel units get damage shield, randomize cost, or ascend descend days. This is not very good. We don't want to randomize cost. Our spells are cheap. Morsel units getting a damage shield is tempting because then we could play on the top floor in Divinity. It's also nice just to get like another damage shield out there. We have no ascends or descends. We're probably not going to get any, so I'm going to take Morsel damage shield, but that's pretty bad. Except for Divinity. But here's the problem. Divinity on sweep is going to kill Primordium. If Primordium dies, we cannot bring it back via Wretch. Wretch will only bring back eaten units, not killed units. Non-boss enemy units enter with spikes 4. There's like 1 or 2 units per, there's 2 or 3 units per floor. And they do damage, but they don't have multi-strike. I think we're gonna turn this on. I think we can handle this. Spikes 4 is not that bad. There is a question of where do we start? I think we probably still start on the top floor. +3, +3. We start on the bottom, like we're not killing them. So we have to go on the top floor, I think. Who wants the damage shield? Probably Primordium, because he's a little weak. Then you can get buffed. You can get buffed. You're buffing your friend. Yeah, and then I think we ice you with spells. I mean, honestly, what we should do is this. We're now at 36 times 3, which is pretty good. Wretch will do nothing. We are gonna draw a card. If we play cards. So let's play Packed Morsels. I would love to draw Bounding Echoes with the morsels in hand. So I'm going to Plink, Mind Collapse. Didn't draw what I wanted, but that's okay because we can still give you, honestly, giving you lifesteal is the best thing we can do. Fantastic. Because now we're gonna live and we're gonna kill all these units and we're gonna overheal. I think you just play the Echo Break. I think you play the Plink. Because we want all the stats going onto Primordium. It's an interesting build. And if we can duplicate Keeper of Echoes, we can get the health scaling on Primordium even faster. So I'm thinking like, do this, do this, do this, do this. Are you gonna live? If I play you, you're gonna live. I can play you in the back, but then we won't be able to play morsels. You know what? Just kill this unit. Oh, he's actually gonna live, but whatever. Everything's dying because we're doing 100 damage times 3. Like, even when the boss shows up, I'm pretty sure the boss isn't gonna be able to stop us. And you know what? I think I like the idea of just giving you some lifesteal in this turn. We're gonna be Ember Drained in the future, but you know what? We should have just put a morsel in the front. We can still do that later. Just go in the back. We have 2 eaten units. We want Wretch next. Well, we actually want Wretch in like 2 turns, but whatever. We'll be 2 energy down and then 1 energy down, but we'll still be fine. So you take Echo Transfer. There's nothing worth Mind Collapsing, but I can play this, and then this, and then this. We still have a couple of lifesteal. Now we have no lifesteal. This guy is gonna scale. He has multi-strike as well, but he's also dusted. I think again I'm gonna play Immortal Trade just because I want the lifesteal charges. But again, I should have let the Train Steward die, but whatever. But if we stack up 1 more lifesteal, I mean, we're already gonna win. We have 600 damage with 100 HP on 1 unit. And if you thought I was joking, here's a 54-17 Primordium who's only gonna get stronger. Like that. Take another lifesteal. Give me some extra energy next turn. Take more lifesteal. We don't need the lifesteal. Take like a Plink. Yeah. So what we want 100% is we want to get Frozen on Wretch, or just add more Wretches. Plus 5 HP per unit. That's actually very good because that's per Gorge from our champion. Excavation Eruption. I really like this card. It's hard to get kills with it, but we can give it more damage and then hope for the best for it. I think it's worth adding. Infuse Extract Daze. Very good card. I'm just gonna take it. We can open. We can play on the top floor on Divinity if we get good draw, or we can make this innate. Daze 1, when all enemy units enter the train, friendly units get +10. When you play a card with Consume, all cards gain +2 magic powers for the rest of the run. Battle. I mean, oh my god, I can't speak today. I can't read either. Or we get 25 gold. I don't think 25 gold is worth that much. So I would have much rather, for the Fell fight, which we're about to have, just get 1 buff. And I like Daze, but we're probably going to play on the top floor regardless. So +10 attack is Maybe a little bit. We have enough attack. You skip? Take the gold. We have enough damage, clearly. Oh, it's also not the Fell fight. Fell fight's down here. Maybe we should have taken something then. Fell's dangerous. It's dangerous. So we could go to the right and look for a trinket, or maybe get a lucky concealed caverns, but I think we want to start looking for holdovers and better spells. And Cheater's Hand. This is both bad and good. For the most part, it's not gonna do anything, because with Winged Steel, we can't keep a card for the next turn unless we don't play anything. We can only play 2 cards per turn if we want something on the next turn with our draw. But sometimes that might matter. You know, if we have Wretch and we know we're gonna need it next turn, we can stall on that card specifically. But for the most part, Cheater's Hand is actually like pretty bad. It can let us save a Keeper of Echoes if we can't play them both on the first turn once we duplicate this one in our hand, but it's not the best relic for us, because we're gonna draw the card on the top of our draw pile anyways. Steward unit's getting stronger. I'm gonna want to purge these out of the deck. In theory, we could upgrade a Train Steward now and then have like another Gorge floor, but that's not how Covenant 25 works. So I think we will take Cheater's Hand, but I don't expect it to be any good. Because we're gonna draw the card anyways. Remove Consume. Do not care, Magic Power and Consume, we want better Plinks. -1, we want that on like an Excavation or a Gem Trove. Probably like, maybe like a Gem Trove first. Double stack. I mean, double stack Soul Crushing Guilt is just insanely good. Where is it? There it is. Well, I'm willing to pay for it. Maybe we want something else to be cheaper. Could make like a Gem Trove cost 1, or sorry, cost 2, or an Excavation cost 2, but give me the, yeah, give me the Excavation. Plus 20 Magic Power and Consume. You know, we could put that on Excavation, so it's like a 1 turn out of every fight we can toss this out there just to do massive damage. Unless we get plus 10 Magic Power and Piercing out of this. We didn't. Spell Chain Echo Transfer is tempting. That's absurd damage, but our damage is already good enough, you know? Double Spell Chain. Double Guilt, but we don't need that. Double Wretch, not what we're looking for. We had a run with Double Wretch, but it was with the weirdo unit that had Gorge on summon, so you could play your champion, Gorge your champion, then replay it on the same turn with 2 Wretches. It was a very weird run, but I remember it. Plus 30 damage on our champion. We don't need it. We have inspiration triggers. We got multi-strike. This is fine. I mean, we could double up on an Excavation Eruption so we can like wipe 2 floors for 1, but again, I don't think we need it. Inspire? Sorry, Intrinsic. We also don't need these. So I think I'm going to... Let's just plus 20 Magic Power, Consume a Blink. Leave the spot open on Excavation Eruption. Maybe we can get plus 10 Magic Power and Piercing. Enemy units on each floor. Doesn't matter. I mean, we're gonna kill everything on every floor. Well, not on every floor. We're gonna kill everything on the top floor very easily. Especially if we draw a Plink, which we did. So what card do we not want? I don't know, say no to Immortal Trade, I guess. Yuck, yuck, yuck. First unit gets Damage Shield. Here's the thing, if I play Keeper of Echoes, it will get damage shield, which will be nice for the next floor, but if I play Keeper of Echoes, we're gonna be Ember Drained. I'd much rather play the Morsel to take the Ember Drain, and it's gonna have damage shield, then we can play behind it. Oh look, Immortal Trade! Who would have ever thought? Alright, so we already have a 100 damage, 40 health unit. Perfect opportunity for an excavation eruption, I'll tell you that right now. So what do we not want? I don't know, soul-crushing guilt, I guess. I want the Plink to hit you, and I want excavation eruption. I mean, this will give me the energy to play the gem trove, which I like. Plink had a like 75% chance to get the kill there. You might as well save a damage shield. But we're also going to play Gem Trove, I think. You can rage on death. Those guys don't, though. Soul Crushing Guild's pretty good. Can I play you down here? Nope. Alright, well, I'll play you later. Giving you lifesteal doesn't really matter because you're not actually going to lose your damage shield down here. You still have a damage shield, so you're not going to get hit by the Master of Light. So instead, give me energy and... You know what? I will have you gorge lifesteal. That way, if we get Wretch in the future, we can bring it back. What I will do is... These are not infused morsels. What I will do, though, is I think... You're gonna heal yourself if I play this. Play it on you, I guess, and then... You know what, I guess the morsels are gonna live, so... We'll do 11 damage. Not like we need it, but it is kind of funny. Although you're gonna get a massive rage bonus. Rage boner, more like it. That was not good. I gotta remember to play spells on the top floor. I keep playing on like the middle and the bottom floor like, let me kill a unit. No, it's in our best interest to play everything on the top. Because of the inspiration triggers. This is also gonna be fantastic because the morsels are now inspired. Right, play you in front. 5 damage. You'll live. And then just boom, 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 boom. Can't play it, that's fine. I mean, our champion is 17 HP right now. That's 17 HP per turn that we're getting. So Wretch we don't want. This is the perfect Wretch turn, watch this. You play one card, you play another card, you end your turn, and we get Wretch back immediately. Look at that, look at that. Oh, you guys are screwed and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You're dead, dude. You're dead. I don't know, let's put out a train steward and have him gorge. No capacity? I mean, you're a lifesteal morsel. I don't want you to die, but I guess play that. Play this. Play this. Blank Forge, welcome! Greetings from YouTube. I really liked the new FTL mod. I'm really tempted to actually play more of it at some point. And by at some point, I mean like... either on stream or I guess I could play some of it on my own. Give me something to do, you know? Anyways, take 1,000 damage per turn. -1 capacity, +1 energy. Energy is not a problem. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per shard. Return a spell card from the discard to your hand and apply Infuse -1 and Consume. Consume, gain 1 energy per echo. I don't think we need this either. Yeah, dealing damage to all units is nice, but we have all of our spells are damage spells basically. And we want to purge some of these, so I think we just skip. And then this is where we wanted to dupe, if I recall. We want to dupe, and then we might be able to play on the top floor on Divinity, but it's real freaking risky. Because we can play no other morsels on the top floor, but if we take a capacity upgrade, we can play 1 morsel on the top floor, but our Primordium is still gonna get, beaten up. But that's okay, because if we draw days, then we're not gonna get beaten up at all, which is ideal. Script issues aside, I like the quality of life improvements on that FTL mod. This is Blank Forge. I like the content. I like the rebalancing. I like the fact that you can have even stronger runs. And even though I didn't show it off, there's like bonus alternate endings. You can get like a 9th and a 10th final sector in that FTL multiverse mod. You can go fight like the ancient beings who existed before everything, and it's like absurd. But also a lot of fun. We wanna dupe the unit. We could dupe it here. I don't wanna wait this long to dupe, but I gotta admit, if we're gonna dupe the card anyways, why not wait as long as possible? I mean, we're having an easy time at the floors. We could just go to a concealed caverns right now. I'm extremely tempted to. In fact, I think I'm just going to. It's not what I wanted, for sure. But we can take the Awoken's Rail Spike. I'm not gonna say that's a good pick, but if it draws our unit, that would be absolutely absurdly bad. Can make Gem Trove 1 or Excavation free. I mean, a free Excavation is pretty good, but a 1-cost Gem Trove is good as well, but making cards free? We gotta get more pack shards regardless. This is Fel? This is Fel. What about an intrinsic -2 so that we can draw a lot of cards early? Yeah, but I still don't like it, because if we draw our unit, we won't be able to play it off of Awoken's Rail Spike. It sounds like a bit of a trap. It's a trap! Holdover Echo Transfer is so good. Holdover Soul Crushing Guilt, though, is absurd. You got a unit you don't like? Ice it! Baby, bom 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 bom. Oh hey oh, bom bom baby baby bom, baby bom, baby bom. I don't think we need Echo Transfer holdover. Like, it's a lot of damage. Do we need more damage, or do we just need more dazing? I think damage, we were doing 900 damage on the last combat. Let's get the protection from dazing. Keep upgrading those planks to consume. And then, let's make Gem Trove cost 2. We don't want a double stack here. I will, -1 a plink. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna -2 that. There you go. So it's a guaranteed 3 draw. I'll need to take like the money down here eventually, but that's okay. Interesting commentary. You got a problem? Karaoke stream next. If only they kept the Twitch Sings instead of getting rid of it before I had a chance to enjoy it myself. Plink is gonna get kills. I don't think we need... You know, we have no morsels, but we're gonna play this regardless. So to keep our energy, I'm gonna play you first, then you, then you. Now we're at 100 damage already. It happens fast. I love this. Gem Trove. Bounding Echoes. Now every morsel is gonna buff our units when we play them. You have Damage Shield, which means you don't need Lifesteal, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway, so you have it. I should have played Mind Collapse, but that's okay. Might as well play this, because it's another charge. Might as well play this. Oh, it has to be on an enemy. Okay, well. Maybe I'll play a Train Steward down there. On summon a non-morsel unit, get dazed. Something tells me that's not gonna happen. Let's play this down here, get more energy. That didn't work. Morsel's gonna die. Do it like this. Play you. Play you. Might as well play the Echo Break up here to purge your spell shield and also do an incant. So now we're at 300 damage. What do we not want? We want everything. We even want to daze you, probably. Well, it's gonna make everything else more expensive, so let's do that last. Although, that being said, there's not really much else to do on this turn. But you know what? Let me daze you. Saves us a damage shield. Because we can play, we don't have to play that on the boss, we can play it on the enemies. Alright, you know what? We should have put Soul Crushing Guilt on the top of our deck, then we could have drawn it for free. Smart play. If only I had done that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just something to keep in mind for the future. So our champion, they didn't die, they got despawned, but that means Wretch can bring them back. So, play Wretch here. We'll put a Morsel in the front. Champion in the back. That's the way we like it, uh-huh. Everything here is dead. When a unit dies, get 10 armor. Honestly, just like, get out of my deck. Speaking of when a unit dies. Oh, missed! What? Alright, buff you. Dude, and our front unit is at 166 right now because they're getting like 20 HP per turn. We've created a Primordium that's good at everything. Like, he has all the stats. All of them. I mean, I don't know what to do with these. I just freaking just play him to kill him, I guess. It's a very good run, I think. Okay. Soul Crushing Guild. We're gonna play this so that we get it next turn. So why don't you try to play it early? I love this draw. Where are you gonna play it? If you play it here, it doesn't do anything. We just do damage with the morsels. So we're gonna wanna play it on the top floor eventually. You might as well just get that out there. You might as well go out there just to do damage. This guy can't kill us, though. Like, literally, if he makes it to the top floor, he's freaking dead, dude. Not enough capacity? There you go. And you know what? The damage shield is very good against the Seraph that we're fighting, too. Didn't even think about that, but that's a useful thing to keep in mind. Anyways, now you're dazed and we're taking no damage. We do 1,500 damage in one turn. Double buffs and armor. Nope. Eggs. Nope. Consume, gain energy. Nope. So the worry here is that if we try to top floor divinity, we have to draw soul crushing guilt before our champion dies, or we just have to buff the champion enough that they can survive multiple attacks, which is not hard with 2 Keeper of Echoes out there. So I think I'm gonna try to top floor divinity. It requires me to take a capacity upgrade here. Well, actually, no, it doesn't, because we have the hammer. We won't be able to play other morsels, though. I would like to play other morsels. But if we get draw, we're more likely to draw what we need. You know what? Take the draw. 6 capacity, top floor, good chance of getting what we need. There's not going to be room for other morsels, but that's fine. I guess we don't have to duplicate our unit. We don't have to duplicate Keeper of Echoes. I want to, though, because I think we need more attacks on the floor. There's going to be a lot of heavy units, like 4 or 5, 100 HP plus units. So get me some more spell upgrades. Summon a rebel, or I don't think a little. Wait, this gives us sap, or not sap, but it gives us yeah, strike melee weakness. All right, sure. I think if it wasn't essentially guaranteed before, it pretty much is now. Buffet 8 or Buffet 5 with more damage. So this is an interesting one. I think we go Buffet 5, and the reason is we have Wretch. We want our champion to be eaten so that it doesn't get hit by sweeps, but this is still very good. More stats early or more buffet triggers? I mean, once we get Soul Crushing Guilt, the champion's never gonna die. So maybe we just take this Primordium, the one that lives longer. Magic power, plus 10 magic power and piercing. I'm gonna upgrade Excavation Eruption. That's extremely good. And then we're not gonna get magic power because we're going to go for the, yes? We're gonna go for the duplicated unit, I think. So plinks have been upgraded, they all consume now. For -1, probably Echo Break. We want free infusion triggers if we can get them. So I'm just gonna buff Mind Collapse here is pretty good and make this free. I'm gonna pay to remove a Train Steward. This is our last combat before we can double up on our unit. And we could have done it earlier, but I really like what we had to this point, you know? Soul Crushing Guilt. Why did I say that name of that card? Self-mutilation is what I was gonna say. We're okay with Spell Shield. Lonely's Troll, welcome. Hello there, Mr. Clancy. Why are some XCOM missions so difficult? Because the game hates you? I've had a couple of XCOM runs in my current campaign that I just had to flee from because they were so difficult. It happens. So don't put Keeper of Echoes on top, you won't be able to draw it. What do you want on top? Probably a Bounding Echo. Ooh, no, something that can be made free, like a Plink. So you play, we have no morsels. Play this. Play this. Play this. Excavation Eruption costs 1, which is not what we wanted, but that's okay. Play you. Play you. Play you. I guess we can purge our own. I think we should, because this is a permanent bonus on our unit, even though it's gonna hurt. Move a unit to the back. Might as well just dump it. I think that spike is gonna destroy me at some point. It's gonna ruin my life. I don't think we need soul-crushing guilt at all. I like the idea of getting extra energy next turn. Am I okay? Taking 5 damage, or should I get rid of the card and maybe try to plink you? I can't plink you. I can't daze you either. All right, well, in that case, ooh, I could daze you now, but I wouldn't have had the energy for it, unless I played like the Wretch or the Immortal Trade. I think we'll still be okay. I worry about the units in the back making it to the pyre, but I should be able to deal with them. I should be able to. Good, 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 good. One, 2, 3, 7, 10. I think I will also toss one of those out, and then why not take... You don't do a lot of damage. Why don't you take a +6/+6? I don't really want these morsels in my deck, so I'm just gonna play them to dump them. Hold on to Wretch. We should play it because our champion still is gonna live for 5 turns. We're gonna shuffle before then. 22 damage. See, this is what I was worried about. I think he's gonna make it up. You're actually making it up too. We need that additional unit. You're gonna die. The pyre might take 19 damage. Five, 6, maybe 11. I can kill you. $19. It's exactly enough damage to do it. You're taking 188. If I play 2 infusions, you're dead. I don't think I can play 2 infusions, but if I get 1 damage dealing morsel, that will also do it. Actually, 1 infusion would have done it because we would have done 1 extra damage from you and 1 extra damage from you. But 1 damage morsel will also do it. So that's been taken care of. We're gonna take 5 damage off of this, but that's fine. Only's Troll says, my last mission killed 2 majors and wounded 3 good men. 3 good men! We're gonna play this. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Deadweight is infused, beautiful. Get rid of the train steward. Get rid of this. So I can daze you and then you're not gonna add garbage. I think we should... Yeah, there's a chance we could get lucky and kill you. I think we should Wretch, because we are going to... shuffle, and we'll just get Wretch back within like 2 turns anyways, because it's coming around very quickly. I should not be playing these morsels though, they're just gonna scale up the boss. Well, there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. We're gonna draw, we'll just draw this. Oh hey look, it's Wretch. Buff you. Morsel up front. I want this to hold over. I do. I got a little bit of energy out of it. That can hold. We will be able to replay our champion, I think. I want these to consume. Get rid of the dead weight for now. Yeah, too much damage shield here. You're gonna scale a little bit more than I would like, but we have 900 damage and almost 200 HP. We'll get there. Oh look, a dead weight. So exhaust that, get that out of here. Champion is about to pop. No, I don't have enough for soul crushing guilt. I'm a fool. Oh well. Didn't even get through his armor. Gave him like 8 more damage. Anyways, hey Primordium! Good to see you, buddy. I don't know why we're not healing off of this right now. I guess I'm not killing you too fast. Why are you not dying? Oh, I am killing you in 1 turn because of the freaking melee weakness. He's literally dying in 1 hit. We did 2,000 damage in 1 turn. If only we had trample, because if we had trample, I wouldn't need to worry about more than 3 units in a single turn. I could wipe an entire floor with 1 unit, and then I could just play more morsels on the top floor, but... we can't do that, can we? So I want to dupe that inspiration unit. I want to also remove a train steward. I think I want to remove a echo break. Everything else in the deck is okay. Holdover. There's a why not to this, but there's also a why. Like, we don't need that much damage. We clearly have enough damage. Well, we almost got to a point where the enemies were getting through, so that would be okay. Consume gains 1 echo. We actually consume a lot of planks, so this is pretty good scaling. First morsel, draw 1, X plus 3, consume, gain magic power. So Awoken's Rail Spike would draw, and Mind Collapse would be very useful here. I gotta admit that the holdover is very tempting though. I think I might just grab this. Hold over the Echo Transfer, so every turn we get plus 15 on our champion, which is gonna be maintained forever. And then I will give you, you know, a -1 so I can play you, and then I will make you consume. And then we have no more money, so I will make you consume. We've got a very cheap deck. All right, where's my unit? 105 pack shards, good enough for me. We've got a very cheap deck, made even cheaper via the Waxen Spike. This is not what we wanted, because we want to play both keepers, drawing them both on turn 1 kind of sucks. But Excavation and Eruption, it's not gonna give us an energy refund that we want, but it's still worth playing. Punch my microphone a little bit there. Mind Collapse can give me the energy that I want, so we can dump a Keeper of Echoes because we're gonna draw it. So how does this work? Plink. Just play it. Just get it out of your deck. We're gonna be Ember Drained up here. And I want you to have the damage shield. This gives us the energy that we need. Makes him 1 stronger. We can get the other keeper out. Start buffing. We're gonna scale even faster as well. Get out of my deck. Well, actually, you lived. You did 6 damage to the boss. I mean, yo, I'm not gonna complain. So now that we've done that, we want to Awoken's Railspike Soul Crushing Guilt. That is a good play. We want to get some cards out of our hand though, and don't play spells up here if you can avoid it. So get out of my hand. Start here. You guys are worse units. Let's start here. Get out of my hand. Get out of my hand. Draw 5. Soul Crushing Guilt is now... Oh my god. We drew... Oh my god. I understand what happened. You wanna know what happened there? Awoken's Railspike drew cards, but we drew 1 thanks to Winged Steel, which was the one that I wanted to make cheaper, so it didn't get hit by the spike. It was drawn into our hand first. That's weird and funny. Look, I'm gonna give you 1. Then get out of my life. You know what? I think it's actually nice to get units out because there's a possibility that this will take his aggro, so he won't constantly hit this floor with the melee weakness. But that's pretty funny. That's very funny that it worked exactly like that. I did not expect that. Okay. Get this out. Echo transfer. Wipe you. Might as well wipe you. You're gonna get 1 stronger. Oh no, 1 stronger. And then, I don't know, just like... play even more morsels. Just morsel floor. Alright, what do we not want? Just get rid of the dead weight. Our damage is getting up there, no question about that. Do we have morsel capacity? We don't. We have too many morsels. So what the heck do you do? I guess you... attack yourself, because it still triggers, and then I will play some morsels. Hey, we're doing 24 damage at least. Now let's see if we can get to... we should be able to get to Soul Crushing Guilt. There it is. And we know we want to play it, so just play it. No. Again, we need him to get through the morsels. We should Soul Crushing Guilt you so we can keep the card. And we are... That's annoying. Now we have 2 freaking... melee weakness here. Wait, what's happening on this floor? Hit. 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 You hit for 56, and then we heal for 49, which means we're healing for 21. So I like this turn. I don't really want to give myself any more damage shield because we are purging the melee weakness. I will buff you. We actually heal by playing cards, which is funny, but I would like to purge melee weakness before we go relentless. You're also taking 600 damage. 68 damage on this guy, 436 on this one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna weaken you, and then, you know, this is kind of a little amusing, but we could give myself some damage shield down here on my morsels. I mean, why not, right? Hey, we're doing 30 damage. Probably didn't need to frost the Wretch card, admittedly. But hey, our Primordium is gonna die in 2 turns, then we'll be able to replay it. I'm not gonna play that. You know, our damage is fine. I could buff this guy's damage, but like, having 2 of these guys is nice because we're buffing our champion twice as quickly, we're buffing the health of our units, but also, if there's a tank in the front and a bunch of weak units behind it, we can get those kills. We have 7 independent attacks on the floor. So admittedly, with our champion doing 170 damage, maybe we don't need the second unit, but I still like what we see here. We're doing 48 damage at least. And my hand is absolutely filled with morsels. Pog. Segus Jr. said it's very distracting that Wretch is animated. That guy has been puking for a long time, hasn't he? Not enough. Let's make sure that we... Oh, wait, we got a Wretch. Yo, we have to Wretch, everybody. Wretch it is. That got 1 kill. Let's Wretch. There's Primordium. The only unit that was gorged. We're buffing our damage by 200 every turn. We'll be fine. We're gonna have an energy problem, but as long as that card is holdover, we'll be able to play it. We just need to incant 1 more time. Which we can do with the Mind Collapse for free. So thank you, Gem Drove. I think you Mind Collapse. I think you Guilt. I think the boss is dead in 1 attack. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wait, 2 mayors, not majors? What the hell do you mean 2 mayors died in your XCOM run, Lonely Stroll? I thought that was a typo. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Not what we wanted, because I don't think we're going to be able to play both Keeper of Echoes. We can if we only play Keeper of Echoes Primordium, but I really want to play the Echo Transfer as well. I'm dumb. We're totally going to be able to play him. We have the freaking Echo Eruption in our hand, or Excavation Eruption. We're going to get so much energy, in theory. Highly likely to get something. But we have to play this first. Okay, we have 5 energy. That's a bit dangerous, because it very easily could have gotten us killed, but it didn't. It didn't. All right. Oh yeah, consumed cards gives us more on that floor. I forgot about that. Okay, we still have a damage shield. You're taking a little bit of damage, but as soon as we soul crushing guilt, which is right now we're not gonna have a problem. I think we plink. No, I think we just echo break you just to kill you. We've got some okay targeted damage spells in the deck somewhere. And now we have Soul Crushing Guilt again. We don't have to play it on him for 5 turns. We could play it on you. We could play it on Spell Weakness, or not Spell Weakness, Ember Drain, although I don't see the Ember Drain guy, which is nice. I want to draw Bounding Echoes. We didn't get it, but that's okay. So what are we gonna do with these guys? Are we gonna Soul Crushing Guilt? One of you would be nice, but that's just a lot of damage going out. You're not a big problem. I guess we should probably Soul Crushing Guilt like one of the big boys down here. We get a lot of HP by playing that card, so I'm okay with that. Even though they're very strong, so are we. Zeus Jr. asks, so what's the story for this game? You're on a train going somewhere? You're on a train. You find yourself on a train. Okay, let's make Soul Crushing Guilt free. 1 card. 2 card, it has to be like this. And you know what, Gem Trove being cheaper is nice too. Then Soul Crushing Guilt, for healing for 28. Wouldn't mind, oh, we need more echoes on this floor, which we can get. I wouldn't mind getting the 20 damage unit into the back, so if he lives, he's just hitting the pyre. Oh, they're also getting 60 armor each. Yeah, that's dumb. That's bad. Luckily, we do a lot of damage. Let's keep buffing you. This does 10 damage, but it's not piercing. However, I can hit your damage shield, then hit you for 10. We can then Gem Trove or Plink. The Plink will give us more triggers, so I like it. It actually did get a kill too. We're doing 800 damage to the boss as well. 900. 900 even. Wait, kill my Morcel. There's another reason why I like not having Buffet like 12 on our champion, because his Buffet trigger right now, let's dump a dead weight. His Buffet trigger right now, with 4 Buffet left, is exactly enough that we can reform him right before the end, and then put him down here. And I think he'll be gorged every turn of combat, because it says gorge after the next round of combat. And your units do gorge after the first turn in Relentless, which is interesting. I can stop you from adding garbage. I can buff you. This floor is doing just fine. I might buff you a little bit. Get you to like 100 damage maybe. Let's play the Excavation Eruption. Could have gotten a kill on the tank in the front, didn't. That's okay. Everything on this floor is dying. The story for this game, by the way, is that you are on the last train in hell, and you have to restart the fires of hell. You are the bad guys. Well, no, I think the lore of the game is that the angels are the bad guys. If you believe in that propaganda. You're the Ember Drainer. You gotta be dazed next turn. What do we not want? Don't want a mortal trade. You. Give me a second. Excavation Eruption. Let's play it. We got 1 kill, so it paid for itself. We can smack you. Still don't have enough charges for this. I could play the Wretch. We're likely to draw it within 2 turns. I mean, our deck is like 12 cards. You know what? This is free. I can play Mind Collapse, then play this. Beautiful. All right, so let's do that instead. Let's do it like this, and this, then this. Get rid of the Ember Drainer. Mighty Odin says, I'm all for heaven being evil. If you believe that propaganda. Anyways, we are done. We live, and we didn't even get to see our champion come back at all, which is bull, if you ask me. Yeah, keep summoning more units. Anyways, that was very easy. I never thought about that Inspire buffing our Primordium, allowing him to be eaten as being very good. I just like the unit. But no, that was absolutely the right play. Having your Primordium get +1/+1 for basically every card that you play, and then he gets eaten, and then the eaten unit gets all of the damage and health from your Primordium. Highest damage dealt by a unit, new record. It's enough to make a man cry. Great run. Keeper of Echoes with 2 multi-strike. I'm gonna be honest, we got lucky that these were the units that we got and that these were the upgrades that we got. Because if we had Large Stone Endless show up in our shops, I would have been very disappointed and we would not have had such a good run. In fact, we could have just lost the run by not having enough units, by not getting the right upgrades. It would be nice if you could pick and choose your upgrades, because you'd pick multi-strike, you would pick quick. They're the best 2 upgrades 90% of the time. But still, we did get 2 stacks of multi-strike. We did get 1,000 damage units, 200 health, Keeper of Echoes by the end of it because of our Primordium being gorged every turn, and then turning his stats into the other unit stats. Beautiful run. Fun run, too. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.